you must maintain it all through. I hope you know the difference between Saul and David is that though David did many wrong things, he maintained a humble heart all through his reign. Every time we hear him say, the Lord who delivered my soul, the Lord who rescued me from destruction, the Lord who picked me from the marriage clay. You don't know marriage clay? Who picked me from the dungeon of life? He still remember where God dug him from. He still remember where God picked him from. Some of you, when God exalts you financially, 1 million enter your hand. The day 1 million enter your hand, you can't sleep at night. Compulsory vigil. You don't know who to tell that you have 1 million. You're looking for who to tell. You don't be challenged. 1 million. I hope you know 1 million is nothing. Nothing concerning the discussion on 1 million. You just want to say for anybody to know that you have. 1 million is big. What is big money? I have it now because you don't have it. That's all you wanted to say. We have heard you, sir. Let me tell your neighbor, maintain a humble heart. First Samuel chapter 14, verse 37. First Samuel chapter 14, verse 37. And Saul asked counsel of God. Saul asked counsel of God. Shall I go down after the Philistines without deliver them into the hand of Israel? But he answered him not that day. He prayed all through that day to God. God did not answer him. Cried to God. God did not answer him. Wisdom should tell you to go back to Samuel. Samuel's relationship with God is still intact. He can plead your case before God. He is too proud. Who is Samuel? Sorry, sir, can I answer it for you? He is the one that made you king, sir. Who is Samuel? He is the one that made you king, sir. Whether you are not king, you now look bigger than Samuel. You know, what happened is this. Let me tell you what actually happened. Samuel was the one that judged Israel, that reigned over Israel. When they requested for a king, Saul now reigned over Israel. Samuel was no longer. So there is this competitive spirit. There is actually a thought. This is not written, but I think so. That Saul may have thought of, is it not because you failed that God chose me? You have been ruling the land. How come God said you should not? Because it was the elders that made Samuel. Saul was not there because he was not an elder, he was just a young man. So he didn't know what transpired at the back that made him king. So there is this competition. He feels Samuel has failed. That's why he was chosen. You see, this attitude is what crumbles everything. Now he has prayed to God. No answer. First Samuel chapter 15, verse 1 to 3. Before now, First Samuel 15, 1 to 3. Samuel prayed unto the Lord to have mercy on Saul. And the Lord said to Samuel, I will yet again give him another test. Should he pass the test, then I will answer your prayer. So this test is from the Lord in answer to the request of Samuel concerning Saul. The man you are against is not against you, he's even praying for you. But yet you are against him. May we not fight. The Bible said, I sought for a man to stand at the gap. You know the meaning of gap? Here is an enemy. What we call an idiom between the devil and the deep blue sea. So here is the enemy. Here is the deep blue sea. And God is looking for a man to stand at the gap, so that the arrows of the enemy will not penetrate to shield. He said, I found none. May we not fight men that stand in the gap for us. Because the man standing in the gap for Saul was Samuel. And now, we want to start fighting Samuel. A time came, Samuel started running from Saul. Because Saul wanted to kill Samuel. A man that was big, that was so humble. This is how I want to tell God, thank you for exalting you. Why did you come to church, Pastor? You know, you prayed for me the last time concerning my business. My business has been moving very, very well. So, I closed late on Saturday, and I got home around 2 a.m. in the night, and I didn't know the rest. But nevertheless, I would send my tithe and my offering to the church as though it's tithe and offering. Sometimes you just looked at them. If I will talk like Peter, your money perish with you. That's Peter for you. God needs your soul, needs you, not just your money. It's you that God needs first. Verse 1 to 3. Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. Now therefore hearken not thou unto the voice of the Lord, unto the voice of the words of the Lord. Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, and remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came off from Egypt. Verse 3. Now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. God said, destroy everything, because the sins of the people came up before God. The king became so wicked that he killed Jesus Christ. He made a lot of family women barren, killed all their children, destroyed nations, cut off the tongues of many kings. God said, the land, the pollution of the land has come up to me. Destroy them all. Let no one remain. This was the instruction God said, go and give to Saul after he prayed. Are you listening to me? Church, are you listening? Verse 10 to 11. Then came the word of the Lord unto Samuel, saying, Saul has gone and returned. Now God commanded me that I choose Saul to be king. He hurts me. This is God speaking. God is regretting for making Saul king. In other words, if we paraphrase it, if I have known, I wouldn't have chosen you to be king. You may ask a question. Somebody who wants to be philosophical or want to be, go in the area of theological way. We're going to ask, when we get to heaven, we'll ask God, I said, my brother, I don't need to get to heaven. Ask me, I have the answer. Which one I'm waiting to get? By the time we get to heaven, it's already late. Ask me here, it's on earth here, you need the answer. Once you have the answer. If you read the book of Revelations, from beginning to the end, if God is all-knowing, yes, but there is a part of existence that some of you do not understand. It's called the spiritual pathway of life. What is that? God created man and gave man what called the power of choice. The power of choice is so strong that no man can tell what choice you will make in every situation. My wife lives with me. If you ask her the kind of food I like, if you bring rice, beans, and different things, she could tell you the one that we choose. Living with my husband, he preferred this food to the rest. But I hope you know, sometimes 80% she could know, sometimes 80% she could be right, or 70%. It's a test, and she believed I was going to choose maybe rice or beans. And that day, I felt like eating yam. I would choose yam. The power of choice. That's why a prophet can prophesy to you. What you prophesy is correct, but your choice will also contribute. It can change that thing. I hope you know the Bible we read said, Esau will bow to Jacob. I hope you know Esau will bow to Jacob. I hope you know Jacob bowed to Esau about this. Esau never bowed to Jacob. But the prophet, I hope you know he never served his brother. He never. But our choices can change the prophecy situation. So God gave her the power of choice.